This is TradeFlow News, bringing you relevant news and insights from around the world. TradeFlow News, enabling trade for SMEs and economies worldwide.
These are some of the key topics that we will be looking into in today's program.
First, let's take a look at the overnight headlines which are impacting the commodity markets. Oil prices firmed on Thursday on the prospect that the OPEC Plus producer group could curb oil supplies, but the more bearish possibility of an agreement that would return sanctioned Iranian oil exports to the market capped gains. Brent crude rose 60 cents, or 0.6% to $101.82 a barrel by 12:44 GMT, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude CLC1 firmed 16 cents, or 0.2%, to $95.05 a barrel. Comments on Monday by Saudi Energy Minister Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman about a disconnect between the futures and physical markets, in which he flagged the possibility that OPEC Plus could cut production, helped to push oil prices to three-week highs.
Italy will update its gas emergency plan next week, a government source said on Thursday, adding Rome will not resort to rationing since it has reduced its dependence on Russian imports. The updated emergency plan, however, envisages tougher measures that would be triggered in the event of a further reduction or a complete halt of gas supplies from Moscow. The updated plan includes different scenarios, even the worst-case one, and envisages tougher measures in case of further reduction of gas flows, the source told Reuters. Italy's existing gas emergency protocol envisages 3 stages, going from a state of pre-alert, imposed at the end of February after the Russian invasion of Ukraine, before moving to one of alert and then to a state of emergency.
Moving on to the top news in the energy sector.
Iraq's state-owned oil marketer SOMO has threatened fresh legal action against buyers of crude oil originating from the semi-autonomous Kurdistan region, according to a letter dated August 23 seen by Reuters. The letter is the latest in a series of moves by Iraq's oil ministry to try to control oil revenue from the Kurdistan region. A February ruling by Iraq's Federal Supreme Court deemed the legal foundations of the Kurdistan region's oil and gas sector unconstitutional. The Kurdistan Regional Government, KRG, has repeatedly rejected the ruling.
Indian Oil Corp, the country's top refiner, plans to invest more than $25 billion to achieve net zero emissions from its operations by 2046, its chairman SM Vaidya said at an annual shareholders meeting on Thursday. India, one of the world's biggest greenhouse gas emitters, is aiming to reach net zero emissions for the country by 2070. The company is embarking on a decarbonization journey that will be crucial not only for the company's destiny but also for the planet, Vaidya said. On the 99th year of India's independence, 2046, Indian Oil will be operationally independent of emissions, he said.
Next, we have the top news in metal markets.
Copper prices gained on Thursday on a weaker dollar and after a new injection of stimulus in China that could fuel infrastructure projects and boost demand. 3-month copper on the London Metal Exchange rose 1.1% to $8,119 a ton in official open outcry trading after giving up 1.1% a day earlier. Copper has rebounded by 17% since touching 20-month lows on July 15, but is down 25% from a record peak hit in March. To boost its economy, China has added 19 new policies on top of existing measures, including raising the quota on policy financing tools by 300 billion yuan, $43.69 billion.
China's industry ministry on Thursday issued draft rules to improve the supply capabilities of key resources including lithium, nickel, cobalt and platinum. China will accelerate research and development of new types of batteries including sodium-ion batteries and hydrogen energy storage batteries, the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology said. We will now look at the top news in the agricultural sector. India's cabinet on Thursday approved a policy to restrict wheat flour exports to calm prices in the local market, the government said in a statement. New Delhi banned wheat exports in mid-May as a scorching heatwave curtailed output and domestic prices hit a record high. In July, India asked traders to secure permission before exporting wheat flour. The ban on wheat exports boosted demand for Indian wheat flour, and the country's flour exports jumped 200% during April to July 2022 from a year ago and lifted prices in the local market, the government said.
That is all for today's news on commodity markets. Stay tuned to TradeFlow News as we continue to provide you with more updates. We also invite you to follow us on Twitter at TradeFlow News, which allows you to watch our program on your mobile device or desktop to receive information from there.